So the final 8 played their round robin matches. Each player got 3 matches in there, and then the top 2 from those groups advanced to yesterday's semifinals. Kevin Kylar defeating my colleague here, Trevor Borland, and then Shane. Yeah, it is a squeaker, but and then Shane Nicholls, the assistant club pro, beating the Deer Lodge club pro, myself, Sean Grassi, in the final. So, and then we're left with these 2 competitors here today in this afternoon's final.
And Nicholls was able to hold serve there for the first time in the match. He's now trailing 4-1 to Kevin Kylar, down a double break.
I remember what we had as our mains. Like we had a steak, some sort of steak, and what was the other one? Some pork that was like deep fried and something. I don't know. Things she wanted, so they were good.
And there's that improved first serve of Kylar's. Sean was mentioning the battle in the 5.0 between Sean Sofasath and Marcello Adino. 2 very good-looking juniors on the way up here in Manitoba, which is pretty exciting as Winnipeg will be hosting the 2017 Canada Summer Games next summer, and most likely I'm imagining both those players will be on our Canada Games team. Not too sure what the age groups are. I believe it's under 18, under 16. But maybe we can find that out by the end of the broadcast. But with those 2, future looks pretty bright coming up. Got a couple good girls too. Have Reese Carter, of course, doing really well on the national stage. She was seeded 3rd at the Nationals this year. Didn't finish as high as she wanted to, but still did very well. Then went to a camp, I believe, in Vancouver and Toronto after that, so she's definitely had a busy start to the season already. But and we've had a number of our juniors, including Shane, who's not a junior anymore, but over the last couple of years that have gone away to U.S. colleges for school, for tennis, which is a positive sign. So the future's looking fairly bright here with the depth of players here in Manitoba. Just got to get enough of them playing the tournaments. A few more. Alan Gardner, I'm calling you out. Let's go. Missing the Caps so far this year on the scene. I think he'll probably be back for the Manitoba Open, at least I imagine. Maybe tuxedo later on. Kylar here continuing to cruise in the first set, looking like he's going to hold serve here. Can be a tough strategy for Nicholls, as Sean was mentioning, very familiar with one another, and if you're always, or more often on the losing end of that battle that you're always playing against a guy, it's tough mentally to really feel that you got a chance to win, but hopefully Shane came out with a game plan here. He may have to change it based on the first set here, though, Sean, but it's tough. Like we were saying, he's got great touch, but the problem with using that touch, actually, he should use that touch and get Kevin to come to the net. I was thinking, sorry, if Shane came into the net. Kylar is a brilliant passer, but he gets to the net, he's going to have to make sure he comes in at the right time, because I think you and I both know that Kevin has probably world-class passing shots. I'd say it's probably the strongest part of his game, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Some of the best passing shots that I've seen and played against have come from the racket of Kevin Kylar. This presented a dilemma for Shane if they're just exchanging baseline rallies, Kevin's so steady, he's hardly missing today. It's tough to win those points, but then again, you can't just barge into the net anytime you want because Kevin loves that target. His passing shots are so good that Shane really does have to pick his spots here. Maybe try to keep Kevin deep in the court as he can. And I think those are the kind of points Shane wants to play. Get both guys up in the net, sort of use that touch a little bit. Make Kevin make a hard volley like he just did there. But I think he's got to try to keep Kevin, as deep as he can. Use that heavy top spin that Shane, can present. Sort of pin Kevin and wait for a chance to either come in, or if you get Kevin deep enough in the court, you could drop it on him. Another one, it's like Shane's had a couple balls that are sort of just missing, but against Kevin, you do have to play it tight to the lines if you're going to have success. So.
Yeah, he's the type of player that certainly draws unforced errors out of his opponent. I think it's definitely going to be worth Shane trying out what Sean was just saying, using that heavy topspin to pull Kevin wide a few times and see if he can come in behind it and put the first ball away on the volley. You don't want to be up there for 2 or 3 shots with Kevin, that's for sure, at the net. Another unforced error there from Shane. And I believe we're at set point here, Sean. Not totally sure. It could be 15:30. I guess Shane did win that opening point, actually, so 15:30, I believe. Sam Unruh coming in the picture there in the men's wheelchair final. Great shot there, but a good get by... Oh, little unfortunate there from Shane. He made a great get there. I thought that ball was going to make it, but it just clipped the white on the net. He's now facing a double set point here, 15:40. Interesting about Shane so far in the tournament, or just in recent weeks, Sean. I know in the last tournament at Winnipeg Lawn, he was playing Evan Manser, and it looked like he was starting to maybe fade a little bit and even battled cramps, but he almost played better when that happened. I don't think he dropped a game, or maybe only one after that happened. And I know in the match that I played with Shane after I'd won the first set, I really felt that I thought he was tired. I felt that he'd faded, and then I lost the next set 6-love. And then even in the third set, I kind of felt like was a little bit tired, but an easy error there from Kevin. He had the set on his racket there, but just put it in the net. Still a set point here, though, but Shane just maybe gets a little bit more consistent, maybe just starts thinking a little bit more when he gets tired. So if he could maybe put that kind of concentration in when he's fresh, he'd be a little bit more deadly of a player there. See, if there's 2 little advantages Shane has in his game, it'd be over Kevin. I'd say he's a little bit better of a volleyer probably than Kevin. And as you were mentioning, he's got that little bit better kick serve, I'd say, than Kevin's. Just got to try and use that to his advantage at times, too. Oh, and there's the unforced error on the forehand, giving the top seed, Kevin Kylar, the opening set here at the Deer Lodge Tennis Club. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with you after the players step back on the court. 6-1 in the first set for Kylar.